I don't know if you've seen this, Rodney, but Dillian Whyte just did an interview on IFL TV, right, from Portugal. Apparently, he's in camp already. And they're shooting for, I think it's November 14th. Now, they did mention the 21st possibly, but I don't think they want to go head-to-head with Errol Spence versus Danny Garcia. You think?
Man, here's the thing. Well, let's just go back to...
Well, hold on, brother. Hold on. So now we're looking at Dillian Whyte, right? He's actually stated this, and I'm quoting him right now. Cassius, right, the gentleman who's conducting the interview on IFL TV, he says this: are you going to change anything for your camp, right? Are you going to change it? What are you going to do differently in this camp? Are you going to keep the same team together? And he said, why? Why would I change anything? I was winning that fight. I was, in fact, it was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I'm not going to change a thing for my rematch with Povetkin. I'll fight him tomorrow. Does he not realize he got knocked out? And not just knocked out. KTFO'd, brother, you could have counted to 50.
Yeah.
Your thoughts, I mean, is it a wise, am I missing something? Is this a wise or foolish mindset to you?
Here's the thing. I think his performance in the first part of the fight, now don't get me wrong, he did hurt Povetkin several times when he went to the body. Okay? And Povetkin looked like a shell of himself throughout the fight. But as we stated, at some point, Whyte is going to let his guard down, okay? And that's exactly what happened. He let his guard down, and if you watch the fight, man, Povetkin had been timing that punch for the longest. So I think he almost got it in the third round. It was a previous round where he was shooting for that same punch. But as I said, my problem with Dillian Whyte, he always seems to have been a front runner to me. He can't finish the job. And I think that if he takes that same type of mentality, look for to have the same results. Because as I said, if he could have pressed the gas on Povetkin and the earlier parts of the fight when he had him hurt, went to the body, I mean, he had Povetkin tentative. When Povetkin walked back to his corner, I mean, you could see the discomfort in him. But Dillian Whyte let him off the hook, and Povetkin I knew that he just needs one punch. And sure enough, that's what he got. And I think, man, a guy like Povetkin, guys like that, man, they don't believe in adjustments, though, Joseph. I mean, not Povetkin, Dillian Whyte. So it's easy for him to say that I'm not going to change anything. That's a false sense of security, a false sense of confidence. Like, you know what? I had him beat, and I got to just do the same thing. No, you don't. No, you don't. You got to do something different.
Oh, very well said, brother. And for that, we give you the War Week round of applause. I tell you what, brother, and that's the thing that's most comical to me. And you know what? This happens sometimes with fighters, right? It would have probably been more productive for him to have seen the descent and maybe gotten his ass whooped over 12 rounds, right? Rather than doing great, knocking him down, his opponent twice in the previous round, and then all of a sudden waking up to everyone huddled around you saying, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" He doesn't even know what happened. He doesn't remember getting caught.
Right.
I mean, he just remembers waking up and saying, "Well, why is everyone here? What's going on?" "Well, dude, you got knocked out." No.
Yeah.
And he seems to be in denial. Like, I'll give you two examples, Rodney, right? Andre Ward in fighting Sergey Kovalev in the first fight. Sergey Kovalev thought, you know what, I should have won that fight. I should have gotten the decision. So you know what, I'm not going to change a damn thing. And guess what happened in the second fight?
Yep.
Same thing with Gennady Golovkin versus Canelo Alvarez. You know what? Gennady Golovkin's like an Abel Sanchez. They're like, you know what? We don't have to change a damn thing. We won that first fight. Look how the second fight played out. Do you mean to tell me, do you think that Alexander Povetkin is stupid enough not to try and make adjustments from how the fight was playing out until he landed that punch and felt that sense of urgency, or do you think he's going to go right after him immediately?
If I'm Dillian Whyte and I'm his handlers and in his camp, to me, I would say, you know what? I think we need to work on our condition. Okay, we need to come in to do. Now he did lose some weight before the fight, I believe, and he did come in. He didn't come in bad shape, but as I said, as the fight progressed, he showed how he was fatigued. And if you look at the knockout, have you ever had like a working out with your dad, and he has you like picking up boxes and moving things around? When you get tired, you start to hunch down. He started to hunch down more and more. That's how he got caught. He wasn't bobbing and weaving. He
very good
hunching
observation.
Down because and again, that's very obvious that he needs to be in tip-top condition, though. But as I said, I still believe Povetkin is not the fighter that he was. I don't think he's that fighter that he was 3 years ago. I just think that from a style matchup, and long as Dillian Whyte fights in the style and the form and the fashion that he fights in, he's tailor-made for Povetkin. He's tailor-made because Whyte is going to come out pretty strong, and he tends to fade. And as I said, he faded at the worst time, in this last bout. And you would be foolish to think or not pick Povetkin again. You would be foolish, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, especially if Whyte is foolish enough not to change anything in camp. Like, I couldn't believe what I was hearing, Rodney. It was shocking. I'm like, dude, you just got not just knocked out, not just beaten. You got KTFO'd in knockout of the year.
Man,
how can you not want to change? How can you not change anything? I mean, remember when we sized up this fight, right? The week before the fight, we talked about it, and we both picked Alexander Povetkin to win. And we said, well, the reason why is because Dillian Whyte, his balls are too big for his own good. Rather than actually using lateral movement and trying to keep this guy at the end of his jab, he's going to elect a brawl. And that's when he's going to find himself in serious trouble. Because Povetkin has the shorter, more compact, sharp, direct... It's like, what's the quickest way from A to B? A straight line, right? Povetkin has the sharper technique. So if you're more athletic, right, and you're bigger, you're stronger, you're quicker, you're younger, use that to your advantage. Like, why wouldn't you? Keep this guy moving. Make him tired. Make him use every inch of that ring. But no, he wants to stand on the ropes, sit on the ropes, and try to trade with him. That is just stupid. And so, yeah, I'm with you, Rodney. Look for more of the same when this happens on November 14th.